Yes, hello everyone. Welcome on YourPedia platform. I am Vishal Sharma. And guys, recently we have launched two very important modules for your GATE preparation. One is GATE 2023-24 module and the second one is NPTEL module. Guys, earlier also we had discussion. This module is 100% selection module. There are so many things we are covering in this particular module, GATE 2023 and 24. And in this NPTEL module also, guys, this module is especially for the student who earlier appeared for GATE and having some prior, fundamental conceptual understanding. So all those students who only wants to practice more and more questions. So this module is an excellent module, guys, for all of them. Okay, but if you are not having prior, experience in that GATE examination, you have not earlier appeared in that GATE, then yes, first you need to cover all those theory classes. You need to watch the theory classes. You need to build some kind of good concept. Then only it will be good for you to move to the good quality level questions. Okay, so that's why these two modules we have launched. So let me tell you some basic detail, guys. Okay, then we will move to some questions. Okay, the aim of this today's discussion is what we are going to solve one questions. Okay, this particular question, guys, we are going to solve. Let me tell you, ये वाला question हम solve करने वाले हैं NPTEL assignment question. Okay, so we are going to solve this particular question. But before that, let me tell you guys, in this module, GATE module, we are going to provide you the daily live classes. We are going to help you in kind of précis making, summarize a particular subject. 5,000 plus questions we are going to cover in NPTEL plus important question module, as well as test series all included. Post-GATE counseling is also a part of this. Online test series, recorded videos. So these are the things which are there in your GATE module. Okay, and in NPTEL module we are going to provide you questions classes. We are going to provide you 2000, close to 2000 questions, 1500 technical, 500 mathematics question, concept through questions. That series also is there, and précis making and all previous year question solution also we are going to help you. Okay, so dedicated link WhatsApp group will be there, and you will have direct interaction with the mentor related to all of your doubt, whether you are earlier appeared for GATE, you are having good quality doubts, or even if you are a beginner, then also you will be able to discuss with the mentor related to any basic fundamental things. Okay, so now guys, let us move to the today's discussion. आज हम ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने वाले हैं बच्चों. दिस इज फ्रॉम द NPTEL असाइनमेंट ओनली. Okay, so you can go through this particular question. There is a insulated piston cylinder device. So this particular device is insulated, guys. मैं इसको बता देता हूं आपको. So this device is a kind of insulated device. Okay, so पूरा का पूरा ये क्या है, insulated है. There is no heat transfer from the outside. Okay, तो यहाँ पे heat transfer क्या है? There is no heat transfer. It is fully insulated. Okay, so what is saying, there is a 8 liter saturated liquid water is there. इसके अंदर क्या है, 8 लीटर. यहाँ पे जो क्या है आपके पास 8 लीटर saturated liquid water. Okay, 8 liter saturated liquid water. Okay, you are having. So now what is asking you, at a pressure of 175 kilopascal. यहाँ पे जो pressure है, pressure कितना है, pressure is constant 175 kilopascal. This is the pressure he has given you. Okay, now what you are doing, you are steering the mixture by providing some kind of pedal wheel. You are steering the mixture, and at the same time you are passing a current through this kind of resistive coil. So some coil is attached inside. You are supplying work. So there is no heat transfer, but you are doing work on the system, electric work as well as pedal wheel work, mechanical work. Okay, so you are supplying some 8 ampere current. कितना ampere current pass कर रहे हो, 8 ampere. Okay, some voltage, but voltage is not given, and you are supplying this work for a time of 45 minutes. Okay, through a resistor. Assume pressure of the water is constant. If 1/2 of the liquid is evaporated during this constant pressure process, because guys, this piston is free to move, frictionless, so this process is a kind of constant pressure expansion, constant pressure process. Okay, and in this constant pressure process the piston is going to move, but at the same time half of the liquid, saturated liquid water, is going to convert into vapor. That also they have mentioned. Okay, so you are giving this much paddle wheel work. So paddle wheel work is given, this is 800 kilojoule. This is given to us 800 kilojoule. Okay, so what they are asking you, they are asking you to find out the voltage. आपको क्या निकालना है, voltage निकालना है, guys. This is the unknown. We don't know how much voltage we are supplying. So voltage is unknown. Okay, this is what, voltage. Okay, voltage is unknown, so you need to find out this voltage. So they have given you some link, hint being on there, because NPTEL assignment they generally provide hint also. Okay, so this can help you. Energy dissipated per unit time of the resistor you can use, right, using formula P equal to VI. So how much work you are supplying, that you can write it as V into I multiply by time also, because we want this in kilojoule, not in watts. Okay, apne ko chahiye kilojoule mein, so you need to multiply it with VI into T. So I is given, T is given. Only V you will be able to find out if you will able to write the energy balance for this case. This is a closed system, reversible process also you can assume. Okay, because the friction we are not considering, so we can go with all those relationship. Okay, now where V is the voltage drop, then I is the current through the resistor, where V is the voltage drop and I is the current through the resistor, then which will one of the right answer? Voltage will be 320, 350, 394 volt or 425 volt, guys. So this is the question, guys. You can take the screenshot of this question, guys, and before going to watch the solution, it's my request to all of you guys, please try this question. This is a very important, very good question. Through this question we are going to discuss like how to use this property table. So this is going to help you, this property table, guys, because he has given you the saturated liquid. You cannot apply ideal gas equation, so saturated liquid is given. That's why at this particular pressure 175 kilopascal, the property table I am providing to you. So this is a property table, guys, you can note it down, okay, or you can take the screenshot. So these two things are given to you, question and this particular property table. Now you need to find out the voltage. Okay, so please try all, guys. Okay, so before going to solve this question, guys, let me first discuss with you some basics of first law of thermodynamics. You know, guys, this first law of thermodynamics, that was, we got the information about this through various, series of experiments conducted by various researchers in the year close to 1850. So 1850 के आसपास there are so many researches conducted, and based on that, the different researchers, scientists, they concluded energy is conserved. We cannot create energy, we cannot destroy energy. The total energy is going to remain conserved. The total energy is going to remain constant. So first law of thermodynamics gives us the principle of energy balance. How you can balance the energies, because the total energy is conserved. Okay, that information we are getting. Other than that, the information which the Joule got by conducting his experiment, that information is what? The difference of dq minus dw, that is a kind of what? That depends on the end state. So Joule, by his experiment, he concluded the difference of the heat transfer and work transfer, that is coming out something which is depends on the end state only. That's why the difference of dq minus dw, that is given by what? Du, which is a property. Okay, this is what? This is change in internal energy, and this is a property. Okay, change in internal energy. Okay, or what you can say, you can write it as energy also, because initially let me write it as energy only, because the difference is coming out depending on the end state only. So this is energy. Okay, and this is what? This is a property. Exact differential, this is a property, and exact differential, this is not a property. Heat and work, they are not property. Okay, so let me tell you how you can conclude this first law of thermodynamics. पहला point आप क्या लिख सकते हो? Energy is conserved. Energy is conserved. Okay, we cannot create energy, we cannot destroy energy, the total energy is going to remain conserved. Okay, second point, input is required to get output. Input is required to get output. Bina input ke we cannot get output. Third point, what you can write? You can write the PMM1 is impossible. PMM1 impossible. Perpetual motion machine, first kind, is impossible. What is that PMM1? PMM1 is an energy generating machine which is generating energy without any input. Okay, so that is not possible. So PMM1 is impossible, because you cannot generate energy without any input. You can transform energy. You can convert one form of energy into another form. So the transformation of energy is possible, but the creation of energy is impossible. That information we are getting from the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, so these are some of the key points, guys, I am writing here for the first law of thermodynamics. Energy conserved, input required to get the output, PMM1 is impossible. Okay, so these are the key features. These are the key features about this first law of thermodynamics. Okay, now you know, guys, how you can write this first law of thermodynamics for a cycle. Cyclic integration Q equal to cyclic integration work. This is first law for a cycle. This is first law for thermodynamics for a cycle, any cycle, reversible or irreversible. This is applicable to any cycle, reversible or irreversible. Okay, but if you want to write first law of thermodynamics for a process, how you can write? dq equal to dE plus dW. Okay, this is for a this is for a any system, any process, any process. Okay, so this equation dq equal to dE plus dW we can use to write some kind of energy balance for any system, any process. You know guys, energy is a property. So if you will write it for a cycle, what is the change in energy in a complete cycle? The change in energy in a complete cycle will be 0. So if you will take it here cyclic integration, if you will take here cyclic integration, if you will here take cyclic integration, so you will get net heat transfer, net work transfer, that is equal to, both are same, both are equal. Why? Because the net energy transfer in a complete cycle will be 0. Okay, because energy is a property. The change in property in a complete cycle will be 0. Okay, so this is for any system and any process. This is for a cycle and this is for any system, any process. Now in place of this dE, if I will write it here, dq equal to du plus dw. If I will write something like this, so this is for a closed system, closed stationary system, closed stationary system. Okay, closed stationary भी बोल सकते हैं, or we can consider a system which is moving with what? Uniform velocity. Any case, closed stationary, stationary बोल सकते हैं, or a system, closed system moving with a uniform velocity. Okay, so closed stationary system and any process. Any process, closed stationary system, any process. But if I will write it here, dq equal to du plus pdv. Okay, so this pdv, the differential work I am writing, so this is exclusively for a closed system and a reversible process, closed system and reversible process. Okay guys, so these things I hope you know, basic things. So I'm writing some equations for the first law of thermodynamics. This is for a cycle. Okay, this is for a process, any system, any process. Any process means reversible, irreversible. Any system is open, close, anything. This is for closed system, any process, and this is for closed system only and only for a reversible process. Guys, these are some of the basic information I studied, I discussed with you related to first law of thermodynamics. Guys, there are so many things which are not covered in first law of thermodynamics. Like from first law of thermodynamics, we got the idea that some input is required to get the output, but how much input means how much heat you can convert into work, that we don't know by using first law of thermodynamics. So that is defined by what? Second law of thermodynamics. How much maximum work we can get through the concept of available energy. We got the idea how much maximum conversion, even theoretically, reversibly. So what maximum work we can get, that is what? Available energy, by bringing the system to the dead state. So second law tells us about what? How much maximum work we can get. Okay, first law tells us about what? The energy is conserved. So what we are going to lose in a real process? We are not going to lose energy. Energy is conserved. Total energy is conserved. So a loss of energy is not going to take place. But what is going to take place? The loss of quality of energy. So energy is conserved, guys. If anybody, like you will observe, the loss of energy is going to take place. No, the energy is conserved. But what is going to take place? The quality of the energy we are going to lose in a real process. Means there must be some kind of degradation in the energy is going to take place. So in a real process, the degradation of energy is going to take place, and that degradation of energy, that loss of available energy, or that increase in unavailable energy is nothing but irreversibility. So the concept of irreversibility, the concept of available energy, the concept of the direction of a process, in which particular process direction a process is going to occur, that particular direction also we got through the concept of entropy. The entropy of the universe is always going to increase in a real process. So those things like the direction of a process, the quality of energy, how much maximum work we can get, how much maximum efficiency that we can obtain, all those things are covered in second law of thermodynamics. Guys, these two laws, like first law and second law, they are actually developed simultaneously in the year close to 1850 and 51. Okay, by conducting based on the various experimentation by various researchers. Okay, so very important information we are getting through this first law and second law. So I'm not discussing it here, much more theory part. So I hope this is some basic things I discussed with you related to first law of thermodynamics. Now we can move to this question, guys. अभी हम इस question पे move कर सकते हैं. Okay, so from this, what idea you are getting? Is it a open system or closed system? So it is a closed system, because in closed system only the interaction of heat and work is possible. There is no interaction of mass possible. So mass is not going to leave, or mass is not going to enter into the system. Okay, so there is no mass transfer. In open system, the mass interaction is also going to take place. Mass interaction is also possible in open system. Both heat work as well as mass interactions are possible in open system. But in isolated system, there is no such kind of energy interaction possible. No mass transfer, no heat transfer, no energy transfer in case of isolated system. So this is a closed system. Okay, so if it is a closed system, very clear, I hope you all noted down this particular information, guys. So let me move to the next slide. So if we know this is a closed system, so how we can write this energy balance or first law of thermodynamics for this? dq equal to du. It is a closed system, stationary system, so I'm writing it as dq equal to du plus dw. Okay, this equation we can very accurately use for this particular system. इस system के लिए हम use कर सकते हैं. Closed is a closed system, stationary system, dq equal to du plus dw. Now lots of student, you know, when they write this particular dw, they are only having in mind boundary work. Guys, this is the work, all kind of work, like whether you are supplying electrical work, paddle wheel work, boundary work, all works you need to write it here. Okay, so if you write all works here, so dq is 0 in this process because the piston is insulated, entire arrangement is insulated, so there is no heat transfer, so this is 0, this is 0. What is du? Du you can write it as this, something like this. Boundary work, reversible, constant pressure, you can write it as pdv. Okay, this is the positive work because the boundaries are going to expand. Boundaries क्या करेंगे बच्चों? Expand करेंगे. Constant pressure, expansion process. So when the closed system boundaries are expanding, we are going to get the positive work. That's why I'm writing it as pdv plus pdv. Okay, but other than this, we are supplying electrical work also, and we are doing paddle wheel work also, and both these are negative because work done on the system and work done on the systems are negative. Work done by the system is positive. So this is the positive work, boundary work. Boundaries are going to expand. You're going to get the positive pdv work, and here this is the electric work which you are giving, and this is the paddle wheel work. Okay, now this entire term this entire term du plus pdv at pressure constant, अगर pressure क्या आपका constant है, so this you can write it as what, w electrical plus w paddle wheel, this is equal to what, dh. Okay, this is a very important equation, guys. बहुत important equation, because through this equation only we are going to get the answer. Whatever electric work you are giving, whatever paddle wheel work you are giving, that is equal to the change in enthalpy of the fluid. So here, if you are able to calculate the initial enthalpy, and if you are able to calculate the final enthalpy, and if you will take the difference of that, that you will be able to equate with electrical work plus paddle wheel work equal to dh. Okay, so this is the important equation. Other than this, this electric work you can write it as current 8 ampere, current is 8 ampere, voltage we don't know, time is 45 minutes. Okay, so this electric work, W electric plus W paddle wheel equal to change in enthalpy. This is how you can write. Electric work, you can write it as voltage into current, which is 8 ampere, into time. How much time, guys? Time कितना दे रहे हैं हम? Time is 45 minutes. Okay, into 60. Okay, 45 into 60. So voltage V into I into 45 into 60. So in this you are going to get in what, joule. But हमें तो चाहिए किलो जूल में. So you need to divide it by 1000. आपको इसके किससे divide करना पड़ेगा? 1000 से. Okay, so VI, this is joule per second, multiply by second, you will get joule. Dividing joule by 1000, we will get the electric work in kilojoule. अपने को electric work किसमें चाहिए? Kilojoule में. How much paddle wheel work we are supplying, guys? The paddle wheel work given is 800. That is equal to initial, this delta H, this is final enthalpy minus initial enthalpy. Okay, guys. Final minus initial. So this is the final equation, guys, through which easily you will be able to get the answer. बहुत अच्छा question है. It's my request to all of you guys, please try this question at least. इसको आपको try करना चाहिए. Okay. So now how to calculate the initial and final enthalpies? Guys, you know, this is what, this is a saturated liquid. Saturated liquid. Okay. Saturated liquid. So means you need to evaluate the initial enthalpy with what? HF. HF पे evaluate करनी पड़ेगी. Okay. At what HF पे, at what pressure? HF at what pressure? 0.175 175 kilo pascal, or what you can say, this is 0.175 megapascal, because the pressure is given to us 175 kilopascal. So this is the pressure. So in megapascal the pressure will be 0.175 megapascal, in between these two, exactly in between these two guys. Okay, so I'm going to tell you some basics about linear interpolation also, but here that is not required actually. Why? Because you are actually having mid of these, in दोनों का आपको mid है. So I have given you the properties at 0.175, 0.17 and 0.18, means I provided you all the properties at 170 kilopascal and 180 kilopascal. So the properties are not known at 175 kilopascal. So for that you need to take the mean of these properties. So if you want VF, you need to combine these two, okay, and then you need to take the mean of this plus this divide by 2, this plus this divide by 2, you will get the all properties at 0.175. But you know guys, linear interpolation, this is a technique which we need to use in these kind of cases. So you know guys, in linear interpolation the tangent theta is going to remain constant. ये क्या है tangent theta? So these are the property XO YO at a particular condition XO YO. This is another property X1 Y1. Suppose we want a property at what X and Y. यहाँ पे अपने को कोई property चाहिए. Okay, so what you can write? You can write here, because this tangent theta is common in this larger triangle and in this smaller triangle. So in larger triangle, smaller triangle, tangent theta is common. So from here you can develop some kind of formula, something like this. Larger triangle height is what? The height is y1, this y1 minus yo. So y1 minus yo, this is the height. Tangent theta is nothing but what guys? Perpendicular to the base. So perpendicular is what? Y1 minus yo. Base is what? X1 minus xo. So this is tangent theta in the larger triangle. This is equal to, what is tangent theta in the smaller triangle guys? So in smaller triangle, this is what? X minus xo divided by y minus yo. Oh, sorry, yes. First अपने को क्या लिखना पड़ेगा? First we need to write the y, perpendicular. So y minus yo divided by x minus xo. Okay, so guys, from this equation there is no such further formula required. From this equation, if you know the properties at this y1 x1 yo xo, or any one out of this x or y, any one if you know, the second one you will be easily able to find out. दूसरा आप निकाल पाओगे. So guys, from this you can check. This we know, like this is suppose y1. So this is suppose y1, this is suppose yo, and this is suppose what? This is y. y1 yo y, all these three we know. ये तीनों अपने को पता है. Are you getting guys? y1, y and yo, these three we know. And here if you will take this as what? X1, this as xo, so x easily you will be able to obtain. X आप easily निकाल पाओगे. So these three are known. 0.7, 0.17, 0.18, and you want properties at what? 0.175. अपने को property चाहिए 0.175 पे. So remaining all any property you will be able to find out. तो ये तीनों अपने को पता है. X you can assume this, you can assume this, you can assume this, anyone you can find out. In this case this is not required, I already mentioned. But suppose I have given you the pressure 150 megapascal, or sorry, yes, 150 kilopascal. Suppose I have given you the property at 150 kilopascal and 200, or suppose 190 kilopascal. So two properties I have given you, 150 and 190, and then you need to evaluate the properties at what? This 170 kilopascal. Then how to evaluate? In that case you will not be able to take the mean. Why? Because 175 is not at the mid of 150 and 190. Are you getting? In that case, you need to go with this linear interpolation technique only. So I have discussed with you some basics about this linear interpolation. What is that linear interpolation? How you can apply to solve the question. Otherwise, in this case, that is not required because you want mid of these properties. So just take, add these two properties and divide by 2. Okay. So let me write all the properties, guys, so that we will be able to solve the questions. तो मैं सबसे पहले यहाँ लिख देता हूँ ऊपर टॉप पे. You know guys, here it is a saturated liquid at 175 kilopascal. So if you will add this and this, इन दोनों को अगर मैं add करता हूँ, divide by 2 करता हूँ, so you will get VF1. Okay, so this is VF1. VF1 will come out what guys? VF1 will come out 0.00. Let me write it here again. Okay, 0.00105678 meter cube per kg. Okay, this is VF1. You are going to get this plus this divided by 2. Okay, you will get the mid of this like this. Okay, then VF is known to us, ये अपने को पता है. And how much is the volume here guys? कितना volume है यहाँ पे? The water which is there is of 8 liter. मतलब यहाँ volume कितना है बच्चों? Volume is 8 liter. So you know the volume, you know the VF1. So because entire is saturated liquid, so from that you will be able to find out the mass of the liquid. Initially, या इसको मैं mass ही लिख देता हूँ because the mass is going to remain same. मास तो चेंज होने वाला नहीं है whether you are converting into steam or anything because it is a closed system. So from that you will get the mass. यहाँ से क्या आ जाएगा आपके पास? मास आ जाएगा बच्चों. Okay, so volume V divided by what? VF. But one thing you need to keep in mind guys, the volume is what? 8 liters. So 8 into 10 की power minus 3. First you need to convert this into meter cube. 1000 liter equal to 1 meter cube. So 8 liter equal to 8 into 10 की power minus 3 divided by this 0.00105678. So solving this you will get the mass. Okay, इसको solve करोगे बच्चों तो आपके पास क्या आ जाएगा? You will get the mass. Okay, and mass will come out, this mass will come out 7.57 kg. 7.57 kg. We can make some kind of approximation assuming because 8 liter is equal to 8 kg. But 8 liter equal to 8 kg at what guys? At 1 atmospheric. Okay, at 1 atmospheric 100 kilopascal or close to 101.325 kilopascal, 101.325 kilopascal पे, then you can say कि sir 8 liter means 1 liter water equal to 1 kg of water. Both are same. Yes, that is very right. But the pressure is not 1 atmospheric. The pressure is this 175 kilopascal. Okay, so it is more than atmospheric. So you cannot say in that case 8 liter will be equal to 8 kg. That's why, because properties are given to us, we evaluated the exact mass of the liquid, which is 7.57 kg. Because it is required guys, this is required, because with that only we will be able to find out this dH. H, small h, we will be able to find out specific enthalpy. We can find out using this property table, but that specific enthalpy you need to multiply by the mass. Then only we are going to get this enthalpy change. Okay, so mass we know like this is 7.75. You know guys, when you are giving this work, 50% of the liquid is converting into vapor. 50% of the liquid is converting into vapor. So suppose if I write it here stage 2, so stage 2 पे mass of liquid equal to mass of vapor, because 50% converted into what? Vapor. 50% किस में convert हो गया है? Vapor में convert हो गया है. So can I write it here? The dryness fraction is now 0.5. Yes or no guys? What is dryness fraction? X equal to mass of vapor by mass of liquid plus mass of vapor. Okay, so this is 50%, so 0.5. Okay, or you can write it here 7.57 का अगर आप half लेते हैं, so the mass of liquid, mass of vapor both are equal to what guys? Both are equal to 3.785 kg. Okay, so both are equal and both are equal to 3.785 kg. Okay, so something like this also you can write. Otherwise there is no need, because you know 50% is evaporating, so the x is 0.5. Now the question becomes very simple. You know guys, at this particular condition, initial condition, what will be H1? H1 क्या होगा बच्चों? HF1 या H1. Simply if I will write H1, because this is case 1, the saturated liquid, so H1 will be, but it is the mid of this. Okay, so can I write it here H1? H1, or this is equal to what? H initial. H1 equal to H initial. So if you will add these two, इन दोनों को आप add करोगे, and if you will divide it by 2, because we want property at the mid of these 0.175 megapascal, 175 kilopascal, so you will get H1 या HI initial, this is equal to 486.96 kilojoule per kg. You can ask me guys, why I am taking fluid property? Why not gas? Because we are having initially entire liquid. Okay, so this is HF1. Now, okay, what is this Hg initial? Hg क्या है मतलब? अगर मैं Hg पूछूं आपसे initial, तो Hg क्या आएगा? This is HF, ये क्या है हमारा HF है initial. So Hg is what? This is 2700.96 0.1 किलोजूल पर केजी, ये भी आ जाएगा, बिकॉज इफ यू विल ऐड दीज टू डिवाइड बाय 2 यू विल गेट मिड ऑफ दिस. नाउ यू नो गाइस, अभी दिस इज हमारा, ये हमारा इनिशियल, दिस इज नॉट फाइनल, दिस इज एच एफ. ओके, ये मैं इसको एच एफ लिख रहा हूं, या एच एफ मतलब लिक्विड, दिस इज फॉर लिक्विड, दिस इज नॉट फाइनल. ओके, तो फाइनल क्या आएगा बच्चों? द फाइनल प्रोसेस इज कांस्टेंट प्रेशर, द प्रोसेस इज टेकिंग प्लेस एट कांस्टेंट प्रेशर. ओके, सो फाइनल एंथैल्पी, हाउ यू कैन राइट? Finally, 50% is converting into vapor, means 50% is what? Liquid, means you are in which state? You are in the wet region. You are in what? You are having a mixture of saturated liquid and saturated vapor. And if you are having a mixture, something like this, if I will draw it here, the temperature versus entropy diagram. So this is the initial condition, guys. Okay, this is the initial condition. We are having entire saturated liquid. Okay, the process is taking place at constant pressure. So in the phase change region, pressure, temperature both will be same. So this is state 1, this is state 2. Okay, and at this state, at this particular state, the x is dryness fraction is 0.5. Okay, so you are in the wet region. So we know H1 initial enthalpy, we know. What will be the final enthalpy, guys? Final enthalpy क्या होगी? The pressure is same, the pressure is constant. Okay, you are at this particular line only. So can I write this? H final will be nothing but HF plus x times HFG. Yes or no, guys? HF plus x times HFG. So what is HF? HF is given to us. This is HF. Okay, 486.96. What is x? X is 0.5 into, what is HFG? HFG will be this minus this. That's why I have written here HG initially. So this is HG initially, but this is not final enthalpy. Final enthalpy we are going to get with HF plus x times HFG. So 2700.1 minus 486.96. Okay, solving this you will get the final enthalpy, guys. इसको solve करोगे you will get the final enthalpy. Okay, so final enthalpy you are going to get, let me write it here, this will come out 1593.53 kilojoule per kg. Okay, this is the final enthalpy. So what will be the enthalpy change, guys? What will be this? Delta HF. So this will be H final minus H initial. Yes or no? H final minus H initial. So this minus this, this minus this, this is initial, guys. This is initial. Okay, so final minus initial, if you will do, you will get what? 1593.53 minus this, you will get the answer here. ये कितना आ जाएगा? This will come out 1106.57 kilojoule per kg. Okay, so H we know, but what we want? We want delta H. अपने को तो ये delta H ही है बच्चों. And what will be delta H, guys? This will be the mass times delta H. So mass we know, how much is the mass, guys? 7.57. 7.57 multiply by delta H. Delta H is what? 1106.57. Okay, so this is in kilojoule per kg, multiply by kg, you will get this quantity in kilojoule, and already we are taking this pedal wheel work in kilojoule and this also in kilojoule. Okay, so this quantity we know, guys, in this question. Now if you will observe, this quantity we know, this is entire term is known to us now through this. This already we know. There is only one unknown, which is the voltage. एक ही unknown है बच्चों, और वो unknown क्या है आपका? voltage. Okay, so through this question, guys, we discussed some basics about this first law of thermodynamics. Okay, and this is how we solved this question. Please try to solve and tell me what answer you are getting for the voltage. So these are the four options, guys, in front of you: 320 volt, 350 volt, 394 volt and 425 volt. What answer you are getting, guys? Please mark your answer in the comment section if you are able to get the answer. Let me tell you the exact answer also, guys. If you will solve, you are going to get the voltage 350.77 volt. Okay, 350.77 volt. So the exact answer for this question will be option B. Okay बच्चों, option B क्या आएगा? इसका right answer आएगा बच्चों. Option B will be the right answer for this question. Please try again. If you are able to solve, please comment. Okay, mark your entry in the comment section so that I will be able to know, yes, how many students solved this particular question, guys. So very beautiful question, guys, we solved in the today's session. Again, we will meet and we will solve some more questions from this thermodynamics heat transfer. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Keep preparing. And yes, You can subscribe to our YourPedia YouTube channel for getting regular, lectures, videos related to the GATE preparation. GATE and NPTEL lectures are very, very important, guys, for your GATE preparation. Thank you. Good luck.